Hey guys, welcome back to Taste of Victory. We got an exciting deck for you guys here in BT5. So this is that new Jaga Gacha green. It is hilarious because it's like all about gambling with your Jagamons if you Digivolve into it and swing, using its effect to get free evolutions, free huge momentum evolutions. I love this deck. I love Jagumon, and I can't wait to show you guys this deck too because like it's so cool that he has such a fun gimmick in the Digimon TCG. So let's go ahead and go. My opponent started off first by winning the die roll, so they're going to go first, revealing Jamming Vegiemon, which tells us immediately they are using an Imperialdramon based deck. Now they could be doing some Imperialdramon Hexablau combo. I know that's kind of popular, but we'll have to see, keep an eye out for their lines. Although running an Electron and then Vanilla Gorilla kind of wants to tell me that it's pure Imperialdramon. So let's go ahead and draw for turn. They start us off at 1. I will hatch. We're not seeing the Jagamon just yet, but it's not the end of the world because we could draw into it still. We have a good evolution curve here. We Digivolve into this for free because it's great to help boost that Jagamon, giving it plus 2000 to not die in case you don't get the evolution off. That's a free Digivolution. Let's go ahead and Digivolve into the Kabuterimon to potentially get that inheritable off and to save our veggies for when we need to hardcasting it in case of bricks. Because we don't see an ultimate here right now, so it could potentially need to hardcast it soon. So that'll Digivolve for 1. And we see our third veggie. What is this? That's quite unfortunate. So this Tamer is crucial to the strategy, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it out. That will start him at 4, but that's okay. You can start off your turn if your opponent has suspended Digimon in play, gain 2 memory, so that kind of discourages him swinging early with that Gorilla, giving us a whole 2 extra memory from whatever he puts to us. And then this has the exact same effect as Jagamon, so when we swing with Jagamon, we have a second chance to get the effect off if we didn't off of it when attacking. So they do go ahead and swing. Maybe they have, also they add Needle Spray to hand, so this adds some, their stuff's already rested, so it doesn't matter, but it does add to my hand. So that's good pressure to play, good mind games to play with them, knowing that we have that in hand. So now I'm assuming they have the Imperialdramon, they're going to go into it and restand so they don't get the extra memory. Okay, so that's unfortunate for them. They go to 1, and then because of this, since this is still suspended, I gain 2, and I go to 3. He's just and now he does his draws off of Vegiemon, inheritable, since he forgot to. That's totally cool. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn, and we hope we see this level 5 Jagamon, and we don't. We are missing the very levels we need. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in raising. So we do have like a pretty nice stack here for Jagamon. So I want to keep that safe, and we're going to go ahead and not move out. And it's only when a level 5 Digimon, a level 5 green Digimon attacks, so it doesn't even need to be Jagamon. It's just more consistent that way, so we're going to go ahead and try and dig that way. So I'm thinking we play this, because that goes to 0, and then we get to reveal the top card. Hopefully it's Jagamon. It's another Tentomon, so at the very least now we also get to cycle by Digivolving for 1, still putting them at 1, and then get to draw off of that. And we do not see Jagamon, but we do at least see Cherrymon, which is nice to see because it's a good blocker. So we could have hardcasted this Vegiemon, putting him at 1, but for the same amount of memory, putting him at the exact same position, we get to do more actions. Like get to cycle your hand to draw to your deck more by Digivolving by 1. He Digivolves into his blocker, so that is going to be a hindrance for us to get to a security, but it is the 5k one, which green has many ways to remove, like Nidhogg, or just, simply beating over it, because Vegiemon is 6000 DP, that's really amazing. We got MegaGargomon here to potentially play for free off Jagamon. We also have Rafflesimon to go ahead and do the security check. 5k, but they have Gem anyway, so completely okay. And why I point these out is because they're both when Digivolving effects, so even if it attacks, it'll still get them off when Digivolve through Jagamon or through Izzy and Mimi. So that's really synergistic for the effect of Jagamon, and some pretty powerful ones, because this one, it's when Digivolving will go off and will stun one of your opponent's Digimon. And actually, I was thinking of something else. This does not have a when Digivolving. So that goes ahead and puts us at 3, and then because of Izzy and Mimi, we go to 5 because they were at 0, Digivolve for 3. So that is a huge amount of memory to play with, and we do have the, we see the Jagamon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we see the Jagamon, the best in the world is here. Jagamon, let's go. Okay, so now we got 5 whole memory to work with, so it kind of feels like we're cheating just even going into it. So because of this, when attacking, we do get 2000, so we can beat over his Imperialdramon right now with Jagamon alone, even if we don't get the Wind Digivolution off, so that's totally fine. And then we also get this, putting us at 10,000, so we're going to go ahead and Digivolve here over this stack. For 3 memory, going to 2, go ahead and draw, and Jagamon comes out. So I'm going to do all my effects first. Gonna do effects first. So go ahead and swing. Jagamon effect, Izzy and Mimi effect, rest that. So Jagamon effect will do reveal top 3 cards of your deck. If one is a level 6 green Digimon, you could Digivolve among them. And we whiff it. That is very unfortunate. So that goes to the bottom of deck, and now we will do Izzy and Mimi's effect. So that's the cool thing about this tamer, is that it gives us a second chance for Jagamon's gimmick. So we have 2 Megas in hand. Also, we do see it. We do actually see... I attacked Pyle. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now, because... so that was unfortunate. We probably should have swung into security. It would have been fine. And now we Digiburst away our sources. So that's pretty funny that of all of them to hit, it was that one. So it goes to the bottom of the deck. And these will go to that instead. But at the very least, we don't have a Jagamon now sitting there like a sitting duck. So that's kind of advantageous there. So I'll go ahead and Digivolve here for 2, putting us to 0. Gonna go ahead and draw. And then let's Digivolve into this. Well, if we stun them and give them too much memory, this will give them 4. So I think that may not have been the play. Don't have a terribly efficient way to stun them here. But we could at the very least Digivolve here. But no, we could, what's the play here? Just having this blocker up and trading if he doesn't get into it would be nice. So putting him at 1, hoping he doesn't have the Hammer Spark, seems like a pretty decent play to me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve for 1, putting him at 1, and then we'll drop the turn. So that was cool that we got to see that combo actually go off in the video. I'm glad we were able to draw into the Jagamon and actually get it. But see, we actually kind of saw it was kind of a little counterproductive there, because we could have gotten a security check and then bottomed at the board. Instead, I swung into the Imperialdramon and it just whiffs because we Digivolved into Nidhogg, which is a wet Digivolving, so you do get to use it off of either of the effects, which is really cool. So now it's their turn. They are stuck with 1 memory, so unless they have Hammer Spark, they don't have a huge play here. Hopefully I didn't forget any inheritables or anything like that. It looks like we're doing good for now. But yeah, I guess we should have swung at security. That's the one thing. You are playing a gacha game. You don't know what you're going to Digivolve off of, Izzy and Mimi or Jagamon's when attacking effect. So in his case, it kind of worked against us because we could have swung into security, gotten that check, and still cleared the board as if we had swung into Imperialdramon. But there's no way of knowing that, so rather play it safe and not get blown out by Imperialdramon into Imperialdramon's shenanigans and stuff like that. So I'm thinking here, trading the blocker is kind of advantageous here, just so we can't go into a because he can't pierce either, because it will be deleted. So even though he's a blocker, we trade. So I'll go ahead and block. We both get deleted because they were both 7k. He does not survive the battle, so he doesn't get the check through piercing. I do like that trade because now he does have a bigger board presence against me, but I have a level 6, a pretty strong level 6 here. I have good stuff set up in the breeding area here. So he does have 2 Hammer Sparks. That's pretty crazy to me. I wonder if he was hoping I wouldn't block it to live. So then he goes into Imperialdramon, and this one does actually choke us out at 1 this time because he doesn't have to suspend a Digimon, so that's good. Good for them. So I'll go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead and Digivolve into the Tentomon, try to cycle that way. And then we can't Digivolve over Rafflesimon since it is only a, since it's level 6. And only it currently in green has that ability to Digivolve over another level 6. I can't Digiburst now because the Digiburst cost is 2. I can't use Izzy immediately because it's only on level 5 green Digimon. So I think what we do here is we just kind of cycle here, see what we draw into, go ahead and draw off of that. And we do draw another rookie at the very least, so we can bring this out without worry, and we get a Digivolve next time. So don't want to give him too much memory, but there is not too comfortable with hopefully a fast turn here. I don't necessarily want to swing right now because then he'll be able to beat over it if he has the Imperialdramon and another Hammer Spark, which I know he played 2, but I totally believe that he might have it. And it's just been saving it for the baits, so not too confident swinging right now. Go ahead and Digivolve back here for 2, so that he's, if he doesn't have the Hammer Spark, he can't go into it without passing turn. At the very least, he gets to play around Izzy and Mimi that way by not giving me the extra memory, but at least it passes turn. He goes ahead and reveals his Digitamon, Digivolves into the Vegiemon, good for them. That is a strong rookie, jamming, being able to get all those free swings. So he's going to go ahead and swing, don't forget to draw off of Demi V, he does it, Lalamon, so it's a safe check. Let's see if he has that 3rd Hammer Spark, in which case we could be in some trouble. Maybe he even drew it off of the Demi Vegiemon, that's something you always got to consider. You have a lot of cycling in blue. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and go into it, just so that he doesn't give me the memory, and that's fine. Cool. So I'll go ahead and draw off the turn. I will move into the breeding area. Ooh, we see Jagamon just one turn too late. It's really unfortunate because we would have been able to more consistently see its effect. That would have been awesome. So I'm thinking we just go ahead and swing with both and see what comes up. This is a blocker, but it doesn't have the minus shenanigans. We're gonna go ahead and swing at security. Use Izzy and Mimi, suspend that. Top 3. 1. Oh, we see that, so that's huge. Oh, the Nidhogg would have been huge if I had the memory first, so I'm going to go ahead and choose Rafflesimon instead. So that will Digivolve over that. Know when Digivolving, that's fine, because it's still our turn, and we do have the actual necessary sources for Digibursting this time at least, and then we're going to get the memory boost. I think these both go off, so we actually should be getting like plus 15k, so I'm going to go ahead and burst. Whoops, did not mean to do blindfold. Going to go ahead and burst for 2. Let's get rid of these 2. And then I will stun Imperialdramon. So stun Imperial, can't attack or block next turn. Alright, so that saves us from lethal at the very least. Wrath is now 15k because of both of them, both of her Digibursting effects going off. Yes, so I'll go ahead and swing at security. And it lives 2 Lalamon in security, that's pretty funny. Don't have to worry about Imperialdramon swinging over anything or crazy like that. So I'm thinking we just play the, did I Digivolve into it? And unfortunately Digivolved into the, so I'm thinking we just play this guy here. That puts him at 1. So not only is his big boss monster that has lethal on board right now stunned, he also is choked at once. It's going to be very hard for him to come back from anything. So that Izzy and Mimi turned it around for us huge, because I didn't have another thing in hand that would not have stunned him without passing turn. This gives us all the momentum of those checks, plus stopping his momentum dead in its tracks. So that Izzy and Mimi came out huge. Wish we saw the Jagamon so we could have got an even better chance of it, but it looks like we didn't need it because we saw 2 megas off of this Izzy and Mimi. If only he had swung with the Imperialdramon, that would have been crazy for getting the bottom deck. That would be a huge advantage. Just gonna go ahead and check with Vegiemon. He does get to live, even though we saw Jagamon. I'm glad Jagamon's showing up a lot in this video, even if we only got the actual effect itself off once. I love Jagamon. Queen. One of my, actually, I know it's a really obscure Digimon, but it's been one of my favorite Digimon designs as a kid, because like I remember stumbling upon it on eBay one day, like a little Digimon figure of Jagamon. I was like, oh, this is a cute Digimon. I gotta look up more info about it. And I just love his design. It's such a cute little rock potato. It's really cool. I love it a lot. But it looks like he's debating how to do this next. So I do believe even BT5 Blitz Omni doesn't help him here, because it's not unsuspended in the first place to be able to activate its Blitz effect. I mean, I think Blitz would go through anyways, but the stun should carry over, so I think even Blitz only wouldn't affect him there. So and then this will go off, so that puts me there, unless I'm missing. Was he at 1? And then, yeah, so that goes off because of that. So I will unsuspend, I'll draw. I can't reduce my Digivolution cost, but I don't think that matters outside of hitting potential discovered in this deck. I'm sure I'm forgetting something off the top of my head, and that's fine. But he only has 3 security left, we only have 3 checks, so we gotta be able to stun again. So since we have no way to actually get lethal, or rather win the game right now, this is a good note for Digimon players in general if you're new to the game. The best thing, you don't have lethal on board here. There's, as far as I can tell right now, I'm looking at my hand carefully, no way to close out the game necessarily right now. So instead, what we should focus on is clearing their board and making sure they don't have lethal instead of working on the security. So this Digimon right here is only 2k. I'm going to go ahead and swing into it with Argomon for 3k. That will delete it since it's a rested Digimon. I'm going to go ahead and Digiburst. Burst, stun, Imperial. So that is 2 sources gone. Both of their Digiburst effects activate, so now they are 13k and 14k, 15k. So now he is stunned, and I'll now be free to swing into security rather safely here. So actually, I wonder if it was worth Digivolving up into Argomon before doing anything crazy. Like, we could have gone into Veggie, Jaga, and then swung, and maybe we could have gotten even some more advantage off it, but it's okay. So it's a 50k check. Let's go ahead and check that into security. So we do live. Go ahead, another 15k check into security. And, ooh, Kakaida's Breath. That's actually kind of bad. Like, this? Okay, this. So he's going to return this to hand, and that'll go to bottom of deck. That is okay with me, because now I have another opportunity to get this off, potentially. Not in this turn, so there's no way I could cheat up to it fast enough, but that's okay. This would be 1, this would be 3, and then I'll give him 4 if I try to stun him with this. I don't think that's the best play either. So let's go ahead and try and dig here. So Digivolve for 1. That'll put us to 3. Draw for that. We do get another Nidhogg, so if we had Jaga, that would have been pretty cool. We would have at least bottom deck Bat and the Sakuya Fyako. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's play this for 1. Going wide, securing us our lethal. Okay, yeah, I forgot Sakuya. I forgot that's its effect. Your opponent can reduce. Remember earlier I was saying too, this is only reduce HPD. I was like, no, download is a huge part of, or Digisorption is a huge part of this deck strategy, so it's pretty funny. My bad. So I'll just go ahead and do the original plan of Digivolving into Jagamon, and that'll put them to 2, draw. And now it is their turn. His Imperialdramon at the very least can't attack. So with only 2 memory, I don't believe there's a way for him to be able to Digivolve up into anything that could restand and win for game here, thankfully. I have a wide enough board that, like, if he wants to spam blockers or something like that, or even clear some bodies off board with Kairos or something, I still have more than enough secured in the field to have lethal and win next turn. I also have never had this card played against me, like, ever in BT5. This is the first time I'm seeing it, so it's like, oh yeah, I guess that is what it does. And so to my opponent is just go ahead and thinking if there's a way to play out of this. I am pretty sure there is not. I think I could have played it a little bit better to put him like at 1 memory, just to make absolutely sure we don't got to worry about anything, but looks pretty okay so far. He's going to Digivolve for 1, try the cycle into something that can save him here. Let's see if he actually hits anything of value off of that Digivolution. Maybe a blocker at the very least. And then it'll go into my Ultramon, so that is going to be game here. We don't get the boost off of our Izzy and Mimitator because he doesn't have Suspended Digimon. We're going to go ahead and swing, because I think no matter what is in that security, unless he had put us like at 0 or something, yeah, then we would have been busted. He gained 2. Yeah, gained 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're all learning our card effects here, and then it doesn't matter, then we just swing for game. Good game. Jagamon is the queen. Who doesn't love Jagamon? Jagamon for the win. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Jagamon's awesome. It's a really fun deck. It's a good, fun little meme, and I hope you enjoyed playing it. Let me know if you take it to local and have some success with it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to stay hungry until you get a taste of victory.